Students, welcome to the local car dealership, where we're investigating what all goes into the price of a car. So I want to go ahead over here and take a look at this sticker price. And there's a lot of information that's given to me. I'm given the base price, like the price of just the car, the options price, right? Because this has nice leather interior, heated seats. Does it have? Oh, it does have a navigation system with a touch screen. So all those options add to the price of this truck. And then finally, the destination charge. So that's to get this truck to this location because it wasn't manufactured here. It was manufactured elsewhere and it had to be taken on a big 18-wheeler and brought all the way over here. So those are our three pieces of the price: base, options, and destination. Let's go back to the classroom and investigate how these incorporate to build the price of new cars. Hey students, welcome back from the dealership. That was a beautiful truck, huh? So expensive. The base price and then all those available options and then the destination charge to actually get it to me, to that dealership. It's pretty expensive. But I do have a car right now, and maybe if I trade that car in, I'll be able to defray some of the cost of that new truck. Let's take a look at an example here. When you're purchasing a new vehicle, it's typically split into three main cost categories. The base price, which is the largest part, just the main vehicle. The options, which make it more luxurious inside. And then finally a destination charge, which is like getting the 18-wheeler to get all those brand new cars from the factory and deliver them to the dealership. Now on the opposite side, we have trade-in value. If you already own a car, you can give it to the dealer, and then in exchange, the dealer will lower the cost of buying that new vehicle. There's a trade-off though to this trade-in. If your car is worth a certain amount of money, if you were to just sell it from one person to another, then that's one thing. But the dealer's not going to give you that value. The dealer's going to give you less than that because the dealer doesn't want that car. The dealer is in the business of selling new cars or used cars that are in pretty good condition. If you have a 12-year-old car like me with chipped paint, and leather that's starting to crack and some issues with the motor, no dealer actually wants that car. So they're going to have to dispose of that car to someone else, and they're going to have to make sure that that person is compensated. So all of that to say is you're not going to get 100% of the value on your trade-in. You're typically going to get less than that, and a good rule of thumb is anywhere between 60 and 80% of the value versus selling it to someone else yourself. So let's go through an example. Felicia sees that truck at the dealership, that beautiful white one we were looking at, for $44,000 in base price. She wants that $1,500 premium interior, $2,000 navigation touchscreen, and $1,000 smart traffic sensors. That way, in case she's not paying attention to the road, it'll automatically brake for her in case somebody brakes suddenly in front of her. This new technology is amazing. If her current vehicle is worth $5,000 and she's offered an 80% trade-in rate, what is the total cost of the truck after its $800 destination charge? There's a lot going on here. So let's just start. $44,000, right, is the base price. So I'm going to write this in terms of thousands to save us from writing 000 all the time. So I'm going to write 44 instead of 44,000. And just remember that I'm talking about thousands. $1,500 in premium interior. So that's $1,500. $2,000 for the navigation. $1,000 for the smart traffic sensors. Those are super cool. And I'm going to write this $800 destination charge. That's 0.8 of $1,000. All right, so 0.8. All right, these are all costs, right? I'm going to add these all together, right? Because this is how much the subtotal is going to be before we trade in her vehicle. So this is 13, 6, 8, 9, 49,000, 49.3, which is $49,300. All right, so the base price was $44,000, but with all the options and the destination charge, it climbs all the way almost up to $50,000. Her current vehicle is worth $5,000, but dealer doesn't want that. Dealer's going to have a lot of trouble selling that vehicle because most people go into dealerships to buy new vehicles or pretty lightly used vehicles. So 80% on 5,000. What's a way to do that? Well, I know 8 times 5 is 40. So what is most of 5,000 that kind of looks like 40? 4,000. So I have 49,300, and I'm going to subtract the 4,000 in trade-in, because that's going to reduce the cost that I have to pay the dealer, and I get back down to 45,000. Okay, 300. So that's pretty cool. To get that truck with all those beautiful options, and a truck hopefully that we'll use for a very, very long time, because cars depreciate, trucks depreciate, vehicles in general depreciate. And that means their value decreases over time, so you want to drive it for as long as humanly possible. And you were able to defray the cost with a trade-in. You're now at $45,300. So remember, when you go to buy a new car, there's 3 cost components, and then there's 1 component to make it a little bit cheaper on yourself. Base, options, and destination. But you can also subtract the trade-in value if you have a vehicle currently. Have a great day.